Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Spark real-time interview questions with answers from 6 to 10 out of 850 interview questions. What is the difference between Spark and Hadoop? We are going to compare with their features. So here I have provided the feature and in the next two columns I have provided you the difference between Spark and Hadoop. Coming to data processing, Spark is part of Hadoop. Hence, it supports batch processing. And Hadoop, it's already batch processing for high volumes. In streaming engine, Spark supports streaming, that is micro batches. Hadoop is only map reduce. It won't support streaming. Data flow. Data flow is we have in Spark we have direct DAG, direct acyclic graph. In Hadoop, we have MapReduce. In computation model, Spark having collect and process. In Hadoop, we have MapReduce batch-oriented model. And performance-wise, Spark is slow due to batch processing. Hadoop is slow due to batch processing. In batch processing, uh, we prefer Hadoop. And Spark is micro batch. Memory management in Spark, automatic memory management in latest release. Hadoop, dynamic and static configurable. Those are all configurable in Hadoop. In fault, coming to fault tolerance, Spark is recovery available without extra code. So internally, Spark supports its own framework for fault tolerance. Hadoop is a high fault tolerance due to MapReduce. Coming to scalability, Spark is high scalable. So we have more than around 8,000 nodes of cluster also in Spark. Hadoop is highly scalable, produces large number of nodes. Next question is, what are common Spark ecosystems? Spark ecosystem, Spark SQL, Spark Streaming, MLlib, GraphX, Spark R, and Blink DB is in incubation. Next one is, how Spark partition the data? This is a very important question. Spark use MapReduce API to do the partition the data. In input format, we can create number of partitions. By default, HDFS block size is partition size for best performance. But it's possible to change partition size like split. So we can change the number of partitions in Spark. What are the downsides of Spark? Spark utilizes the memory. So the developer has to be careful. A casual developer might make following mistakes. Those are all I have given here. He or she may end up running everything on the local node instead of distributing work over to the cluster. Otherwise, he might hit some web server too many times by the way of using multiple clusters. The first problem is well tackled by Hadoop MapReduce paradigm, as it ensures that the data your code is churning is fairly small a point of time. Thus, you can make a mistake of trying to handle whole data on a single node. The second mistake is possible in MapReduce too. While writing MapReduce, user may hit a service from inside of MapReduce too many times. This overloading a service is also possible while using Spark. And the next question is, explain pipe operation. How it writes the result to the standard output. Pipe is a transformation. So we have a syntax like def pipe of we provide the command and its data types the string. So we get the return type is RDD of string. So return an RDD creating by piping elements to a forked external process. So in general, Spark is using Scala, Java, and Python to write the program. However, if that is not enough and one want to pipe the data which written in other languages like R, Spark provides the general mechanism in the form of pipe method. So Spark provides the pipe method on RDDs. With the sparse pipe method, one can write a transformation of an RDD that can read each element in the RDD from standard input as string. It can write the result as string to the standard output. So that is end of the part 2. So thank you friends. We will see the remaining questions in the upcoming videos.